Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Deb C, and the place to be, it's Deb C. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Deb C. Hey guys, and it is Monday, and I hope everybody had a good day. Happy Martin Luther King Day. And there was not a video this morning, and I just thought I would come on and talk a little bit. I made myself, instead of the water, I really felt like I needed something stronger, and stronger for me is hot cocoa with, as you can tell, a little bit of whipped cream on top. So what is that? So cheers. Okay. I thought I would just get on and we could chat a little bit. I always tell you guys, I'm not going to talk about politics, and I usually like to keep it light. And I like to keep it, about like reality TV or trying different foods or talking about, pop culture. But I can't do that. And I want to be 100% transparent with you guys. When I'm not feeling the best, I don't want to put on a fake smile and just be like, everything is great. Everything is fantastic. I was planning on making a video, Sunday morning. As we all know, TikTok was set to be taken down. It was set to be taken down. The ban was going to go into effect. And from what everybody had heard, it was going to, TikTok was, regardless of what happened with any politicians, they were going to go dark at midnight. Well, then we were getting conflicting stories. I had heard it was going to be at 8:30 on Saturday. And then 8:30 came on Saturday. I was in the other room. I thought, let's color and let's start off watching. Let's end this whole time on TikTok with one of the first, actually probably the first creator that I had subscribed to, and her name is it's Steph and Clover Travels. I don't know if that's the name, but it's Steph and her dog Clover, and they travel the country in her Jeep, and they live that life. That's something I myself would never be able to do. I don't know that I couldn't even do it. So it was so interesting to just see her traveling like a nomad traveler and living out of her car, and she would go to like all these different states, and she goes to all these different states, and she has all these different adventures, things I would never get to see. And it was great. So I thought, I started off, she was the first person I subscribed to. I'm going to end on her, I'm going to just end it all, make sure I end up on hers is the last one I watch before the ban goes into effect. So 8:30 came and went, and it was still up. So I was like, okay, all right, well, we got a few more hours. And a few hours later, and somebody had mentioned CapCut is gone. Well, CapCut is owned by ByteDance, as is Lemonade. So I was like, let me just check that out, because I use CapCut let me rephrase that. I past tense used CapCut, because CapCut is still gone, still not out there. Even though TikTok is back, and even though Lemonade is back. And so I went out there, I checked it, sure enough, it was gone. I checked Lemonade, it was gone. And then I went to get back into TikTok, and everything was glitching, and that was the end. So I was pissed. I was extremely pissed. And then woke up Saturday and Steph had moved over to YouTube, which is smart. A lot of before it was even banned, they were saying that they were going to, make sure that you follow me on these other platforms, which I did. So she was on YouTube. She was doing her morning cooking thing, and people were saying, it's up, TikTok is up. So I went in, there was nothing. And then I closed the app and I went back in and it was back. But it was real weird. It wasn't like, the algorithm wasn't obviously the same because my FYP page nothing was showing up that I normally would pop up for me. And there were no lives. But before you got out there, before you got in, there was that pop-up. This was on Sunday. I'm gonna call them this. If people don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. The orange turd stain. That's the nicest thing that I can call him. The orange turd stain, because I have said worse, was not in office yet. And they were already saying it is back. Thank you to not even President-elect Dump. I'm not even gonna say his real name. Not President-elect, but in fact, President Dump, which he wasn't at that point. Suspicious. Suspicious? Very suspicious. Because it's just down for that amount of time. Here's what, that short amount of time. Here's what I'm thinking. This was a stunt. This was all a political stunt. This is manipulation 101. Look, it's gone. Everybody seems to care so much about it. Everybody loves it. I will bring it back. Don't forget, he's the person that took it away in the first place. He's the one that started it. He's the one that started the whole thing. Okay? And then he gives it back to us. And he's the hero. He swoops in like he's a savior. No, he's not. Listen, when all this was going on, talking about banning it, I'm not saving my ire just for people on the right. It's people on, it's politicians on the left, it's politicians on the right. Everybody wanted this gone. And what they did to get it gone was they slipped it right in the middle of a humanitarian bill that everybody's gonna vote for. It was sandwiched right in there, hidden, Like when you want to give your dog, when you need to give your dog a pill, but they won't just take the pill. You got to wrap it in cheese, or you got to wrap it in some meat. You got to put it in like one of those pill pockets so they take it. And they don't know. We were that dog. They didn't know. Here it is. Take it. Who's going to vote against humanitarian aid? Who's going to be that asshole? So everybody votes against it. SCOTUS, the Supreme Court of the United States, they hear it. They hear all the reasons why they should rethink this. And they sat there, they pretended to listen, and then they came back 9-0. That in fact, this is not the banning of free speech. So 170 versus 9. Who wins? It's the 9. Free speech? I don't know about that. So here we go. It was pissing me off. And listen, I have friends who were like, well, it didn't bother me because I never used it. Putting out memes like, haha, you know, me laughing at the grave of TikTok. I never used it, but this is bigger than just you. Look outside of just you and what you use. You might not use it, but there's millions of people who use TikTok either as content creators or they use it for marketing their small business. And I get people are like, well, you should have more than one place that you're marketing your small business. Okay, but you can't just overnight move to another platform and build it up. It's not like it just takes 10 minutes. So you have those people. You have people who have found communities on there. Maybe people, I had seen an older woman who didn't have anybody, who didn't have any family left, didn't have a lot of friends, and used that to build, to find a community that supported her, and she found friendship. And you're just taking that away. Or these animal shelters that, because they used that platform, they had a far greater reach, and they were able to just save more animals, save more lives. And even if it's not, you're using it for that. If you're someone who maybe you just have a fear of going out any place, or you maybe don't have the money to travel and you want to see the rest of the world, or if you just want to learn more. For me, TikTok taught me a lot of things. In the past, I never cooked, ever, because I thought it was terrible. TikTok showed me an easy way to make the recipes, and it gave me confidence in cooking and in baking. It opened my eyes to a lot of different opinions and different cultures. And for me, politics and history had always been kind of like boring, but I found people who broke it down and explained things. And even like with the law, like I know my go-to is on YouTube with Emily D. Baker, but there's lawyers that I will listen to on TikTok that break things down. And then there's even just people that, like, if I want to listen to music, like there's this guy Mo on there who he pushes kindness. Like for him, it's all about being kind to people. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, he plays music from his kitchen. So there's a lot of people that are very positive, that push, like, you know, positivity. I got into coloring through that. And coloring is like a great way for me to like de-stress. So there's that, but then also it really upset me whenever people I know would say, what's it? I wasn't on it. It doesn't matter to me. But that should show you that they took it away that quickly. They took your freedom of speech away that quickly. So if they can take that away that quickly, what else can be taken away? Look at the bigger picture outside of just yourself. So TikTok is back. The lives are back. I never make any content over there. I usually just, watch people. I don't really make content. This is my main right here, YouTube. This is my main right here. So I'm a lurker. I like to listen, learn, pull up recipes, check out some Luigi edits, and just have laughs. But so it's back. It's not the same. The algorithm is a little better now. Lives are back. Something is weird about it though. It's not not the same. I don't want to say it feels like state-run media, but it feels like state-run media. And then today I decided to work. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We had a company-wide day off. They were asking for people to work. I decided to work because it would give me a distraction. The main thing today was it was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, okay? I don't know, and I think it was crazy that they decided to put the inauguration of that man on a day celebrating a truly great American. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. So, did I watch it? No, I most certainly didn't. I was working, and what Dolly had on was, I'm proud of her. She watched The Office all day. Like, Dolly has come around to The Office, and she's come around to Parks and Rec. Two things she will just watch on her own without me even being like, hey, why don't you watch that? So, I didn't watch it, but I did watch, there's this YouTube that I follow. I also follow it on YouTube, but it's also on YouTube and TikTok. But I followed on YouTube today. They had a puppies and kittens all day. It was puppies and kittens, and it was adorable video of puppies and kittens. And then they showed pictures of like baby goats in pajamas and pigs in rain boots. I think there was a squirrel there was squirrels in hats, and there was hamsters, I think. It was so cute. But the thing is, it was all that was for like 3 hours, so that kept me totally away from turning on TV. And the good thing was they did a lot of good. They kept people away from watching that, the other thing. But they also raised, I believe it was $79,000 for the Humane Society Emergency Fund, which helps animals and pets in these emergency situations like wildfires and hurricanes, things of that nature. So I'm very proud to say I donated, and I loved it. I just made me so happy. On a day when there wasn't a lot of happiness, it made me real happy. So yeah, I decided to work. In the past, because for a while there, we had it off, and then they moved to having us not have it off, and now they're back to having it off. So whenever we didn't have it off, I always said, listen, I'll work it so that if any of my coworkers are going to want the day off and they can do something to commemorate the day, I would rather somebody else have it off that is going to go out and really honor Martin Luther King Jr. and commemorate the day. That is much more important than me just having a day off. So that was that. So I am, I'm not feeling the same way I did when we found out about the election. I was sad then. Now I'm just full of piss and vinegar. This is the land of the oligarchs. I'm just saying it. That's what it is. It's the land of the 1%. And then you get, I'm gonna just, And then you get Musk out there at the rally giving a certain particular like sign that was used in Germany. And people were like, yeah, just go out and look at it. Musk and a sign that a certain dude with a mustache used. And he gave it twice. And that's pretty much the honorary president. And people were clapping. So, but apparently in the next 2 days, we're going to have apparently eggs that are like 75 cents a dozen, and we're going to have like $1.50 gas. Oh, okay. So yeah, I didn't watch Sister Wives. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to make my my video tomorrow on Sister Wives. Typically I would maybe watch the tonight is the National College Football Championships, and I would typically watch it, but out of the two teams that are in it, I really don't care that much. Dolly's gonna be watching it, and she's gonna be cheering on Ohio State probably. I'm not watching it. I don't care about either team, so I will be watching Sister Wives. I'll be making my notes, and listen, I'm gonna get up tomorrow morning. I'm really going to not let this steal my joy, and that's what I really want to focus on. No, that's not the only thing I want to focus on, but I want that to be some of it, that I don't want this to steal my joy for the next 4 years. So, like I said up front, I don't want to be the person who, if I'm feeling real shitty and I'm feeling in a way, that I come out and I come on here and I pretend that everything is great. Everything's not great. Everything is not great right now. And listen, if you do support him, okay, good for you. Please, in the comments, don't put, I think you're wrong and I think he's great. Just scroll by if you do. Just let me feel my feels, please. I'm just saying. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to be good for a while, but I am going to really try my hardest to not let this steal my joy. I'm going to watch what is being done. I'm also going to go back, and I'm not a big fan of history. I've always found it boring. I'm going to go back. I'm going to read about history and what it can teach us. And yeah, I am going to, just let my feelings be my feelings for now. And then tomorrow I'm going to wake up. I'm really going to try my hardest to not let this steal all of my joy and turn me into like someone who is, So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take tonight to just, I was going to say decompose. No, that's not what I meant. To decompress. That's another thing I have to tell you guys. I was in the other room scrolling earlier, and Carrie Underwear. Yeah, I called her Carrie Underwear. She's dead to me. As is Snoop Dogg. Carrie Underwear, she sang at that shindig today. And I guess like the music didn't start on time, her backing track. So there was like this awkward silence, and I, in my, as I will do, if you can't tell, you could probably tell, but sometimes I will just talk out loud to myself. Sometimes I'll answer too. But I said, oh, well, carry underwear. Oh, I thought you were such a great singer. Why didn't you just sing at Acapulco? I said to myself, oh, it's not Acapulco. What is it? Oh, it's a cappella. So then once again, I said, yeah, you couldn't just sing in Acapulco. So that's the thing. It's no longer a cappella. It's Acapulco. Okay. So I'm going to go. I'm going to watch. I'm going to change out of what I have on now. See, I wore this specifically for today. Trash takes itself out every single time. Wait, trash takes itself. Is that what it says? Trash takes itself out every single time. I bought this from the TikTok shop thing. Did I? Yeah, I think I did. And I got this last year. It is a quote from Taylor Swift's interview with Time Magazine when she was named Time Person of the Year. And she was talking about Kim Kardashian. I got it. I'm real petty. I didn't get it for political reasons. I got it because of, a couple of my family members are dead to me now. Oh, they're dead to me, and they're garbage. They're trash and they're garbage. One of these days I might, you know what, honestly, one of these days, like when I retire, I think, yeah, I'll still be here when I retire, which is in like 9 or 10 years. I'll tell that story. Yeah. I'll tell that story about, anyways, so I got it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, perfect. They're trash. They're no longer in my lives. Let's get it. So I thought I would wear this in honor of trash. So there we go. It was all over the place. So, all right, I am going to, once again, this is the last time, I'm going to get going. But listen, that is going to be one of my mottos, one of my new mantras. I'm going to stay informed, but I'm not going to let this steal my joy. So listen, in the comments, just go all over the place. Comment on anything I said. But like I said, if you're MAGA, please don't. Just scroll. I'm just saying. So, okay. With that being said, listen, I love you guys. Why can't I think straight? I love you guys. And if nobody told you today, which I'm sure they did, it's later in the day. They had to, but if they didn't, I love you. Your love seen and heard. Please make sure to put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world. Please take care of one another. Also, be aware of your surroundings. This is a crazy world. Please be aware of your surroundings. Be smart and safe. Hydrate often with water. Here it is. And if you're in a dangerous situation, like if you're out west and there's fires, or from this day forward, there could be a lot of craziness going on, know that Dolly and I are sending our love, our thoughts, our prayers, and all the positive energy and vibes for you to get through. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.